Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Karen. We're excited to bring you the next deep dive in a fantastic blog series we've been following called 50 Mistakes, Why Most Hotels Fail, and How You Can Succeed.
This incredibly insightful series comes from Arun Kumar Raman, and today we're zeroing in on mistake number 32.
That's right. That's the one titled Why Ignoring Emerging Travel Trends Makes Your Hotel Irrelevant. And it poses a really pointed question for hotel owners. Guests have changed, have you?
And this topic is hitting home especially hard, I think, for hotel owners right here in India, navigating a market that feels like it changes shape almost overnight.
Hmm.
We're going to take everything Arun discusses in this piece, the core issue, what happens if you sort of stick your head in the sand, a powerful real-world comparison right here in Goa,
Yeah, that's a good one.
practical steps you can take, and the significant opportunity that awaits you if you get this right.
Our mission for this deep dive is really to pull out the absolute must-know insights from Arun's writing. It's about showing you why keeping pace with what today's guests expect isn't just, about being modern. It's actually fundamental to surviving and thriving.
Okay, let's unpack this. Why ignoring those shifting sands of guest expectations can really sink your hotel.
What's fascinating here is how Arun immediately cuts to the chase.
Yeah.
The fundamental traveler today is different. Not just a little different, but like significantly changed, even from just 5 years ago.
Right. The article really spells it out. How have they changed? Well, they're booking primarily on mobile devices. That's huge.
Yeah.
They expect Wi-Fi that's not just present, but blazing fast. They're actively seeking out places that look good enough to share what people call Instagrammable.
The visual element.
They're leaning towards eco-friendly choices,
Yeah.
and crucially, their go-to source for information is Google, right? Not some glossy brochure from a travel agent anymore.
And this highlights the core disconnect Aaron points out. Many hotels are still operating on assumptions from, well, maybe a decade ago.
Yeah.
The physical structure might be there, the basic service might be fine, but there are no updates, no new features, no adaptation to these fundamental shifts in traveler behavior and values. It's like they're frozen in time.
And the consequence, as the article states so powerfully, is simple and kind of brutal. If you ignore what today's guests want, they will ignore you.
It's a direct correlation, isn't it? If your hotel doesn't show up where they look, mobile, Google, Instagram.
Right.
If it doesn't offer what they value, fast Wi-Fi, unique experiences, maybe sustainability, and doesn't resonate with how they live, like those Instagrammable moments or maybe workation needs, you simply won't be on their radar. They'll scroll right past.
So let's talk about the fallout then. What are the concrete, tangible results if a hotel owner decides not to keep up with these changes?
Yeah.
Orion's article doesn't really pull any punches here. It lists the negative outcomes very clearly.
No, it doesn't. It highlights that ignoring these trends leads directly to a drop-off in bookings. Simple as that.
Okay.
Your property starts to look tired and outdated compared to competitors who are adapting. And specifically, you lose out on younger travelers who are often the early adopters of these trends, the ones setting the pace.
And ultimately, I guess, while you're stuck in the past, competitors who understand and cater to the modern guest are actively taking away your potential business, grabbing market share right from under you.
Absolutely. It really elevates the hotel's role beyond just providing, a clean bed and bathroom. The article emphasizes that today's guests aren't just buying a stay, they're looking for an experience.
Right. That word keeps coming up, experience.
If you're not providing those unique, memorable, or maybe shareable moments, they have countless other options literally at their fingertips that will.
And this raises an important question for any owner, I think. How do you even know if your hotel is perceived as outdated? How do you gauge if you're missing the mark on that experience layer?
Well, that's where, as Arun later points out, staying attuned to trends and, crucially, actually listening to your guests becomes absolutely vital. You have to ask.
Okay, makes sense.
And here's where it gets really impactful. The article gives us a real-world illustration right there in Goa.
Ah, yes, the comparison.
Yeah, painting a picture of two hotels with vastly different mindsets and consequently vastly different outcomes.
This comparison makes the concept so much more concrete, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We see Hotel A, which consciously chose to ignore the emerging trends, according to the source. They had no active social media presence. Their interiors were dated.
Yeah, kind of stuck.
And they didn't bother offering any local experiences or unique activities. The rooms might have been clean, sure, but the overall feeling was described as just, well, boring.
Boring. Not exactly what people travel for. And the predictable result for Hotel A, Their bookings saw a steady decline, especially among key segments like younger couples and families who were actively looking for something more dynamic and engaging from their travel.
In stark contrast, we see Hotel B, located nearby, which decided to lean into the trends.
The proactive were.
They started introducing things like weekend wellness retreats. They created specific spots. Guests wanted to photograph and share online those Instagrammable corners we talked about.
Smart. Very smart.
They added eco-friendly rooms with smart technology features. They offered pet-friendly options catering to the rise in staycations. And they introduced flexible check-in times to accommodate, workation travelers.
That difference in approach is just night and day, isn't it?
Completely.
The result for Hotel B, they saw their bookings soar, became fully booked even during what was traditionally considered the off-season.
Wow. That example from Goa is such a vivid demonstration of Arun's core message. Trends change, and so must we.
Exactly. It's about actively understanding what the modern traveler values, what kind of experiences they seek, what amenities they expect, and then adapting to meet those desires. It's not just about having rooms available, it's about being relevant to today's lifestyle.
Okay, so the problem is clear. The consequences are tangible. And the Goa example provides powerful proof. But the article doesn't just leave you hanging there, right? It provides 5 simple, actionable steps any hotel owner can start considering and, implementing.
Yeah, and these are practical things, not necessarily requiring tearing down walls or huge investments. First, actively search for current trends. Arun suggests looking at places where travelers spend their time online, Instagram, YouTube, popular travel booking sites. See what kind of experiences are being highlighted, what people are talking about.
Exactly. Go where the modern traveler is. Second, and this sounds obvious but maybe isn't always done, talk directly to your guests.
Yes. Ask them genuinely what they liked about their stay, but also, maybe more importantly, what they felt was missing or what they wish you had offered. That direct feedback is incredibly valuable. Gold, really.
Their insights are gold for understanding evolving expectations. Okay, third.
Third, give your website a refresh. Make sure it looks modern, is easy to navigate on mobile. That's crucial and clearly shows off any updated packages or experiences you're offering. Your online presence is your critical first impression today.
Right, it's your digital front door. Okay, fourth.
Fourth, start incorporating small, trendy experiences. The article mentions ideas like arranging a special candlelight dinner, suggesting or maybe guiding a local nature walk, or offering a unique rooftop breakfast experience. These are often low-cost ways to add that sought-after experience layer and turn a simple stay into a lasting memory.
They add character, don't they? And finally, step 5.
Finally, make sure you are promoting your hotel on the platforms where guests are actually looking to find and book today. That means being visible on Google, definitely Instagram, and even utilizing platforms like WhatsApp for guest communication and booking inquiries. This puts your hotel and its updated offerings directly in front of that new age traveler.
Okay, so if you embrace these steps, if you act with intention, what's the payoff? The article outlines a pretty significant opportunity for hotels that adapt, right?
It does. It means you position yourself perfectly to attract that new age traveler we've been discussing, the one who is actively seeking out these modern amenities and unique experiences. They are out there, and they are looking for places like yours. If you signal that you understand them.
And attracting that traveler, I assume, leads directly to increased direct bookings.
Correct. When your hotel offers what they want and is visible where they look, they're more likely to book directly through your website or channels rather than relying solely on third-party sites.
Which means better margins.
Exactly. Better margins, more control. It also puts you ahead of other hotels in your area who might still be operating on older models, still stuck.
And perhaps the longest-lasting benefit is building a modern brand that guests not only trust because you meet their expectations, but also, love because you've given them a great experience.
That encourages loyalty and, very importantly, in the age of social media, positive word of mouth. A happy guest with a great photo is basically free marketing.
Absolutely. So this deep dive into mistake number 32 really underscores the point that the world of travel is dynamic. Standing still means, becoming irrelevant. Relevance requires continuous, smart evolution.
Yeah, it's less about needing massive, expensive overhauls, though sometimes that helps, and more about being strategic. It's about making targeted responses to what guests actually value and want today, not yesterday.
Arun's closing thoughts in the article are particularly strong, I thought. Don't let your hotel be forgotten. Travelers are evolving every day. Their expectations are changing. It's constant.
It is. And this leaves us with a powerful thought for you, the listener, to sit with.
Yeah.
You don't need a five-star setup. You just need a smart strategy.
A smart strategy. So what smart strategy, based on these insights, can you implement in your hotel starting today?
That was a really eye-opening deep dive into Arun Kumar Raman's take on adapting to guest trends, pulled directly from his compelling series, 50 Mistakes, Why Most Hotels Fail, and How You Can Succeed.
Absolutely. Understanding and acting on these changing expectations is clearly not optional anymore. It's essential for success for hotel owners here in India and really anywhere.
Yeah, for sure. Keep an ear out for the next piece in the series. The article gives us a hint that mistake #33 will explore why failing to recognize and reward your staff can impact your hotel's growth.
Ooh, that sounds like another critical topic. Looking forward to that one.
We hope this deep dive has given you some valuable perspective and maybe some actionable ideas for staying relevant in today's market.
This is Mike.
And this is Karen. We'll see you in the next deep dive.